magandang gabi. I'm your Tito Goby, and tonight we're gonna react to SheOnHead. All right, she is one of the great YouTubers, and she's talking about cults of the crybabies or cry bullies. It's not baby, it's bullies. I'm sorry. All right, so let's get to it. There we go. All right. 00. SheOnHead. Don't forget to subscribe to her. She's a very good YouTuber.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of What the Hell is Going On with your host, Ugly Belle Delphine. Now, before
Oh, she's not that ugly.
you ask, yes, there is an Epstein Files video coming out. I feel like everyone has like streamer brain nowadays, and like every
Yes.
video has to be breaking news in order to get the most views. But I am taking my time with it. I'm sure you understand there is a lot happening.
You know, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Is Jewish.
I want to be clear.
Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Do you want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about
Oh man, go the government nowadays. It's just messed up. It's just all bullshit now. Just follow where the money is going, and you'll know who to blame. Just follow the money. Come on, you guys.
anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust?
Your country, sir. Anyway, let's just forget about these satanic billionaire pedophiles running the world, and let's talk about some internet drama, shall we? Because that is what's really important. For a little over a decade now, the most inane things can get you called a racist or a Nazi on the internet, to the point where these words hold little to no meaning anymore. It's so bad that when someone is called a racist or a Nazi online, I'm immediately like, oh, what funny joke did they tell? But ladies and gentlemen, we have officially come to the point where not saying anything also makes you a racist Nazi. For the few of you
So everybody's a racist and a Nazi. Oh, the irony, man.
watching this channel who are employed, there's a very popular Twitch streamer named Emaru. She's a cosplayer and just kind of a fun, chill, normie video game streamer. Well,
Yeah, I made a video about what happened to her when she didn't really want to speak about ICE. So she didn't want to speak about ICE. Leave her alone. Leave people alone who doesn't want to like be part of the politics. They don't want to deal with the bullshit right, at this moment.
well, the other day, someone in her chat asked her opinion about ICE,
we
and
go.
this is what she had to say.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
In a world where it seems like every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted, this was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right? Wrong. This short little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this year. I feel like decades worth of news has happened in the past like 2 months, don't you? Every day there's like a breaking story of the most insane shit you've ever heard in your life, and everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion on every single breaking story. There's
Okay. Yeah. Here in the U.S., if you're not from here, we have Democrats and Republicans, the left and the right. So the left is losing the men because of this kind of BS. So a majority of the men are going right to they're becoming more conservative, you know, because we can't take this BS that the left is actually trying to push now. Like feminine ideology, ideas, and making men as the enemy. It's like how how will like why would we side with you if you're making us as the enemy? Hmm? And people in the middle who's caught in the middle, like Emeru, who has a I guess soapbox. You know, she has like what millions of viewers, is forced to say her opinion about politics, but she doesn't really deal with politics. You know that's what, and you're forcing her to side with you, to hate ICE, to be anti-ICE or or something. Just like, no, come on, stop pushing. You see, the that's why the Democrats, the left, is losing now. It's because of this. You just keep on pushing and pushing until we just find it so annoying that we'll just say fuck you. We'll vote for the right. We'll vote Republican just to spite you. Oh man. Yeah. This is this is just too much. You know. You're just, yeah, you're forcing people to be on your side. You I know, you're just being annoying. That's why people are, majority of the middle, or a lot of us in the middle, are voting Republican now because of this. Just because you're freaking annoying us. All right, okay. I'm rambling again. Let's go back. Let's go back.
There's pressure to react, to pick a side, to condemn, to defend. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're usually not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News.
Oh yeah, sponsors. All right, let's give her a break. All right. This is part of her income. All right, let's hear it.
So let's quickly give them a shout out before we jump into today's video, shall we? Ground News is a website and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political bias, ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full story and really make sure you're getting both sides. They really make it fun and easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's take a look at this one about how RFK admits he used to snort cocaine off toilet seats. If you look it up on Ground News, a right-wing headline covers it like this: RFK revealed why he wasn't scared of COVID. It was a legendary answer. And a left-wing outlet covers the same story like this: Robert F. Kennedy Jr. doesn't fear germs, and his reason is really gross. Same story, completely different vibes. The Ground News feature I like the most is the blind spot tool. It shows you how news stories have been covered by only one side of the political spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how Hillary Clinton says migration has gone too far. Rare Hillary Clinton W. Suspicious. 37 sources covered it, 91% of those sources were right-wing, and only 4% were left-wing. Interesting. Or this one about how middle-class Americans are selling plasma because of financial pressure. Americans are selling their blood because they're so poor. 71% of the sources that covered this were left-wing, and only 14% were right-wing. I have been using Ground News for like 5 years now, and I am obsessed. It is one of the first apps I open when I wake up in the morning. It really helps me stay informed and helps me keep up with the news for my videos. But don't just take my word for it. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. This comes to only like $5 a month, which is like the price of a cup of coffee nowadays. To get the 40% discount, just go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thanks to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad as.
All right, you guys, if you're into politics, yeah, Get ground news. You'll get both sides, and you can use your big head to decide what's going on. What's the truth? All right?
As always. Right?
Yes.
And now let's get back to the video. In this video, we are going to talk about the drama surrounding Emaru, the people trying to cancel her, the mistake the left is making by embracing cancel culture again. We're gonna read some insane, hilarious tweets, of course, and then we will talk about my personal experience with these people. And what do I mean by these people? I mean the cult of the CryBullies.
There you go. Cry bullies. Not cry babies, cry bullies. But, like I said, these people are just plain annoying, and they're driving a lot of us from the middle to vote Republican. Just to fucking shut them up. Oh, I did tell you guys that I am a Democrat, right? Dude, man. This world, this world.
I'm sorry if I sound even more like a prepubescent boy in this video. I am a little bit sick, but I am here, slaving over a hot laptop. For you. If you guys saw my last video, you know I am quite critical of ICE. I don't think we should abolish them, of course, but I think it is good and healthy to criticize your government. I am a political culture war commentator. I talk about political topics often. People come to me to hear my political opinions.
Mommy.
But not everybody wants to be a political YouTuber or streamer. And not everybody wants to listen to a political YouTuber or streamer.
We are listening to you, though.
Sometimes we just want to have fun and talk about other things. There are lots of other things to talk about. Sometimes we want to look at funny memes or watch funny videos without having politics shoved down our throat. So a lot of people thought it was really refreshing when a cosplay streamer was basically like, I don't want to talk about politics. Why are you coming to me for politics? It was a perfectly sane, rational opinion. So of course, like half the internet had a problem with it. It's just not that hard to say f ICE. It's really not that hard to say f ICE, to be honest. Is it so hard to just say f ICE? It's really not hard to say f ICE. Jesus Christ, how hard is it to just say f ICE? How hard is it to just say f ICE? How hard is it to just say f ICE and move on? Oh my.
Oh yeah, okay. As a legal immigrant with my papers, and now I'm a citizen, I like to have a little bit of ice, because they do remove people who aren't supposed to be here. There are drug dealers without any papers. There are human traffickers in America right now. And yeah, they don't have any papers. So those kind of people, I don't want them here where I live. Those are the people that Trump refers to as rapists and whatever. I forgot already. But I don't want them here. I don't want them where I live. But at the same time, they're not a lot. There's probably 1% of immigrants that are like that. That makes it harder for everybody else to like live a normal life kind of situation. So, too much of ice? Yeah, that's scary. A bunch of cowboys with racist tensions, kind of thing, right? But some ice, having some ice is good. But of course, what do I know?
Oh my god. Just say f ice. It's not hard. Is it so hard to just say the line? Say the line! Say it! Jesus Christ, like at this point, even if Emaru did want to like abolish ice, even if she really did think f ice, she shouldn't say it. Like I wouldn't say it at this point because this is just like, this is creepy. This is like a horde of zombies chasing after you. Hey, it's actually super easy to stream and have opinions. I'll show you. F ICE, f Donald Trump and everyone in his administration, f Elon Musk, free Palestine, US is on stolen land built by stolen people, Luigi did nothing wrong, abortion is healthcare, leave trans people the f alone.
See, it's great that you guys are fighting for these causes and all that. But just don't push all these agendas on me. I'm just trying to live a normal life. Don't press it on anybody else. You're forcing people to believe in all of this stuff, but it's not really helping me or anybody, any other normal people live their lives. You know, it's great that you're fighting for equality and all that, but a lot of us in the middle, we're just struggling to live. So we don't need this annoying politics and righteous thing right now. We got bills to pay. You know, we got the mouths to feed. That's what's worrying us right now. I don't know, man. It's just wow. I know a lot of you don't have anything else to do. But can you please fucking leave us people alone?
These people literally just speak in bumper stickers, dude. Just like copy pasting the internet leftist starter pack. What the hell am I looking at? I hate the Reddit ass. Hey, it's super easy. It's crazy like 1,000 years ago, this dude's ancestors were hunting mammoths. And now he's on here like, Men should not be speaking like this. I'm sorry. We need another war. The post that really seemed to kick this all off was made by Denims, the self-described largest female political streamer. Only because I don't stream, Denims. Only because I don't stream.
Oh, SheOnHead is calling you out, Denims.
Anyway, I don't have any like personal beef with Denims. This isn't like an own Denims video. We used to be kind of cool years ago, but she apparently has some opinions on Emaru, so let's hear her out. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo. First of all, she's not fence-sitting. She's just choosing not to talk about politics. Like, in order to fence-sit, you actually have to say something. She didn't even say anything. Like, how do you even know what her opinion is? Second of all, modern Gestapo? Why is everything the f***ing Holocaust? It's totally normal to criticize ICE. It's totally understandable to have issues with the things they are doing. But modern Gestapo? Don't you guys get tired of this shit? Like,
It's true though, you know? It's like, Trump is using them as kind of like a Gestapo, but that's a figure of speech though. Maybe I don't know, man, because like I said, I like some ice, but not too much ice. You know.
don't you guys get tired of saying, like, isn't this exhausting after a while? Everything is Nazis, everything is the Holocaust, everyone is Hitler. It's like nothing else bad ever happened in history. Like, what did they used to compare bad things to before World War II? Oh my god, you're literally Napoleon. Also, I love this. Racist chud. Like, where did the racism part, like, where did that come from? Listen, I don't get on camera and start talking about cars or math or taxes or investing or going outside or the plenty of other things I don't know about. I sit here and talk about the the gender war and the culture war because I'm good at those things and that's what people watch me for. That is my lane and I stay in it. Emeru likes what she's doing. Her audience likes what she's doing. There are plenty of other channels that will regurgitate your political takes back to you. Just turn on the TV. Turn on CNN. Most normal people, are sick and tired of celebrities just like spewing their political takes completely unprompted. I don't care what Glub Shido thinks of politics, okay? Why does Glub Shido have to get on stage and start talking about how we're on stolen land or some shit? Why do you need your political opinions thrown up into your mouth by a celebrity like a fucking baby bird?
There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You just stop pushing people. Just don't shove your political ideals on anybody. I'm not forcing you to believe what I want to believe or what I do believe. So don't do it to me. Don't do it to other people. God damn it, man. If you want men to vote Democrat again, don't do the shit. Oh man. And that's a great shot.
Like, do you really want Sydney Sweeney throwing up in your mouth? Don't answer.
You simps out there would say yes. I know. I definitely know a lot of you simps out there would say yes to that.
Don't answer that. Please don't answer that.
She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say ICE. It's not that hard of a concept.
You actually don't have to know what you're talking about in order to just say the line. What? You should look into a topic, do your own research, come to your own conclusion, and form your own opinion on the topic.
Oh, I don't like ice in my coffee. I don't like iced coffee. See how simple that is? I don't like ice in my coffee.
You should not just blindly, mindlessly say the line.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying ICE. What about Cinna? You don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say ICE.
You don't have to be a political content creator to say the line. All your other friends are saying the line, Emeru. Why aren't you saying the line, Emeru?
ICE. Okay, but unironically though, them. Straight up.
All right. How about fuck the left? Fuck them hard. Bend them over and fuck them hard. Goddamn bitches. That's not hard to say. Is it now? Is it? Are you offended? Fuck the left. Fuck the Democrats. Fuck my party. Up in the ass. Oh, isn't that really political? You know, is that just my opinion? Or, oh, man. Dude. Oh, pick a lane. Pick a lane. I'm not driving. Why am I gonna be picking a lane? I'm walking here. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, this is why a lot of us normal people are being driven to the right. Oh man, I don't like Trump, but just to spite you people, I'll vote for him. I will vote for him. Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, he's on his last term, so he is see, that's part of it. Since it's his last term, He's trying to start a war somewhere, start a war here so he can do the whole what you call it? He wants martial law. There you go. There you go. Trump is starting up shit so he can be president for life. We know that. That's why he's doing all this stuff right now. But if you overreact to what he's doing, and you guys do go out there and start a war, a civil war, he will enact the he'll call for martial law. And once martial law is on, then he's president for life. Think about that. This is his last term, so just bear with it. Like us normal people, we're bearing with all the other stuff that he's doing. He shouldn't be a president for life, so they're just counting down the days, because what can you do? We tried impeaching him, we tried doing everything, and he's still in office. So there's nothing that we can do anymore. Just wait until his term is over. That's all we can do. This is his second time running, so that should be it. But man, if you guys keep on like pushing us people in the middle and calling for civil war and all of that, the end results is martial law. So just cool it, just bide your time, be patient. His time is almost over. Just I know he's gonna do more shady stuff, but just wait. Just leave him be. Leave and don't provoke him to call for martial law.
Hey, them. Yeah, it's them. Don't care. And if you don't like that I say that, it's you too. You know what I mean? It's really
Oh well, fuck you too. Fuck everybody, right?
that easy for me. I'm telling you right now.
There's Emery.
That's easy. Yep. Fuck people. Absolutely fuck people. It's that easy. Fuck everybody.
Drew's roommate saying the line. Aren't we all proud of her? By the way, where are all her friends during all of this? Where are all her morally righteous, good guy, big streamer friends while this is all going down? While she's being dragged by half of the internet for doing absolutely nothing wrong. This girl who literally just came out of an allegedly abusive relationship. This girl who literally just got assaulted, grabbed by some freak at a convention. Now this girl is going through all of this. I guess it's fine to be silent when your friend is getting dragged by half of the internet, but don't you dare stay silent about current thing. I don't even know this woman, and I'm sticking my neck out for her because it pisses me off seeing this kind of shit happen to people who absolutely do not deserve it.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country.
We went through this before. Like, if you're 18, you don't know shit about politics. Dude, man. Oh, you're gonna care because your friends tell you care. You're gonna be influenced by your circle of friends and family. And you don't know better, It's nice to be aware of what's going on, but when you're 18, really, as a guy, you're just thinking about boobs. You're thinking about your dick, where it's gonna go. For a girl, Maybe it's like who's gonna buy me stuff? Where am I gonna get a labubu? That's what the 18 years old would be thinking here in the U.S. So
You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not going to pay for it. You can't say like, well, I'm just not going to care about all this politics stuff.
When someone doesn't have an opinion on a political topic, people like you might get a little mad. When someone doesn't pay their taxes, the government comes and arrests them.
yeah.
Okay, so that's the difference between those things.
There's this weird idea in America, especially, where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What?
Many people, most people, do not care that much about politics. I know to you and me that's like mind-blowing, that's like unfathomable, because our whole life is politics, our job is politics, like I get it. But most people's lives do not revolve around politics. They do other things other than fight with strangers online. Crazy, I know. But man, do I envy them. I was so much happier before I knew. Sadly, it is getting harder and harder for the average person to not care about politics because politics is seeping into literally everything. Politics will be bending you over and spreading your cheeks and going in dry whether you want it or not. And unfortunately, the people who are like, I just want to be left alone, are the people who are the most fucked by politics. Also, more importantly, Emaru wasn't saying that she doesn't care about politics. She was saying she didn't want to talk about politics. I feel like that is a huge difference. I care a lot about, like, skincare, but I don't get on here and talk about like peptides and collagen to my audience because they don't give a shit. They're here to watch me say feminism is doo-doo and make silly little faces at the camera.
Oh.
Yeah, you like that shit?
Yes,
I hate
Mama.
when grown women don't have a mind of their own. You are 28 years old. Please develop a mind of your own. All she does is pander to enemy gooner men. No mind of her own. I never liked Emaru, so finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice.
The audacity! If she didn't have a mind of her own, she would have mindlessly parroted the shit you want her to say. She would have mindlessly just been like, fuck ICE. If Emaru came out and was like, actually, I think ICE is doing a fine job, do you think they'd be like, ah yes, she has a mind of her own? No, absolutely not! They are not angry that she doesn't have an opinion, they are angry that she doesn't have their opinion. The absolute audacity to say that this woman doesn't have a mind of her own while thousands of you people swarm her like drones.
See, they're forcing people. They're not preaching. They're not trying to convince anybody. They're trying to force people to believe all of this. You know, they're the ones creating the problem. Oh God, man. Yeah. Everything was really just better back in the days. Because everybody was almost on the same page. You know? That's good. It's good. What's bad? It's bad. Nothing in the gray areas. Well, now that social media is here now, everybody's putting their 2 cents. Okay. All right. Let's continue.
Barking orders at her to say the line. You guys literally operate like the fucking Borg.
So what I'm gathering is that Emaru is a grown woman who acts like a frail, silly little girl to entertain fat, dirty, incel, Asian fetisher weirdos, and is okay with that, but draws the line at saying ICE is bad? Emaru and Asmon's audience
She didn't say ICE is bad or ICE is good. She was just trying to stay away of politics. Nothing wrong with that. Oh man.
are the same. Incels love Emaru because she confirms the image of the anime bimbo stereotype that incels worship. She definitely cultivated an audience who, in the end of all things, are reactionary. She appeals to violent racists who fetishize Asian women.
What the f is this Asian fetish thing? Are they just saying this because she's fucking Asian? Like, I'm trying to find a clip of Emaru saying sucky sucky $5 or something, but it doesn't exist. I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's not a coincidence that she answered the question this way, and that her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishes.
I don't know where this is coming from. And the woman saying this is literally an OnlyFans, like an Asian OnlyFans model. Like, I'm sorry, are you really the person to be talking about fetishization here? The most insane part of all of this had to be when her ex-boyfriend, her allegedly abusive ex-boyfriend, posted his own ice in the middle of his ex-girlfriend being canceled for not saying that. Like, how fucking petty do you have to be to subtweet your ex like that? Another character involved in all this is former booby streamer Caseytron.
It reminds me of whenever Amaranth started wearing a cowboy hat, because that's whenever she started going like full Nazi base.
Full Nazi. Full Nazi. She's a cosplayer. And at the time of her stream, she was playing Red Redemption or whatever, that cowboy video game. Just because she's wearing a cowboy hat doesn't make her a Nazi. I got my own cowboy hat. I'm Filipino. I bought me a 250 cowboy hat, leather and all. Oh man, that makes me a Nazi, right? Having a cowboy hat, an authentic cowboy hat by Stetson. Oh God. you the left is like so far out there that yeah, it's just, oh man.
Basically, she started wearing the cowboy hat. It's like whenever these Texas girls in like these Austin, Texas streamer circles start wearing cowboy hats, that's whenever you got to watch out.
Oh wow. Okay, so I am a Nazi. I'm a Filipino Nazi. Yes. Watch out for these Asians who wears cowboy hats. Dude, man. Every time I wear my cowboy hat, my family always tells me that I just I look like a Mexican. That's why I'm kind of like afraid of wearing the cowboy hat nowadays outdoors, because ICE might mistake me for a Mexican and profile me. And you do know the ICE is profiling, so I condone that. Yes. Like, but we do need some ice, not a whole lot of ice. Oh man. All right. Going back, sorry.
Woman in Texas wearing a cowboy hat? Lord, take me out. Take me out back, behind the shed. Put me out of my misery if I ever become this politically brain rotted. Holy shit.
Like, you know that she probably has like weird incels donating her hundreds of dollars. It's because, like, in my opinion, like, it's all a facade to appeal to the worst type of men. Because
Oh yeah. So Irmaru's incels, you come and donate to me and I'll show you my tits again. Mm-hmm. Yes. So Emaru simps, come to my stream and watch me instead. Mm-hmm.
is like really misogynistic, shitty incel like men. They like a woman that doesn't have any opinions. I think that she also plays into how a lot of incels will
Well, she does have opinion, and her opinion is not to go into politics. That's simple, right?
fetishize Asian women. Her whole platform is just like appealing to like the worst fucking men. She's like basically like she's like a pick-me for like incel freaks.
So this fucking pick-me shit, dude, it's gonna be the death of me. Before making this video, I watched a bunch of Emaru stuff, and I saw no signs of like pick-me behavior at all. At least with some streamers or some YouTubers. People could be like, oh, they criticize women, so they're trying to be like one of the good ones, and they're a pick-me. Like, okay, sure, like, that's retarded. We all know that's retarded. But at least I can like kind of see how is Emaru a pick-me? She doesn't even do that shit. Like, where is the pick-me thing coming from? No, really though, what makes her a pick-me and not the booby streamer or OnlyFans models calling her a pick-me? You are literally selling your body for men to consume. If men do not pick pictures of your ass, you can't pay rent. There's no bigger pick-me on earth than a fucking porn star. And me. I don't care about being called a pick-me. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I'm used to it. I've been called it thousands of times. I am a 35-year-old married mother. I do not give a shit. I do care, however, when other women are called pick-me for the crime of not following a hive mind. I see it so often in like the VTuber community. Like all these VTuber anime women will be called pick-me's for just saying their opinions. You have to understand, like, to these people, whenever a woman has like an opinion that is not like the corporate HR approved opinion of the week, whenever a woman doesn't toe the line of the current thing, in this case, whenever a woman doesn't say anything, she's called a pick-me. You know, she just must have these opinions for men. No other reason. Every woman is secretly a big progressive feminist. And if they're not, they're just doing it for male attention. Because I'm sure someone who looks like this is really starving for male attention.
And then in my opinion, it's like she's not entertaining whatsoever. She's like, I would literally rather watch paint dry.
She might not be entertaining to you, but she has millions of followers. So to them, she's entertaining. Dude, man, just look at the numbers that watches her streams. They're entertained. Oh man, it's like completely detached.
So true, because you know what is far more entertaining than a cute, high-energy cosplay streamer reacting to memes? This is way more entertaining. And if you don't agree, you're just like an incel. Okay.
Oh man.
Bitch. Eventually, after a few days of being dogpiled by the most annoying people on Earth, Emaru came out with a statement.
Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long.
See, coming out with an apology letter. Nah, that's nah. You didn't, you didn't do anything wrong, so why are you apologizing? Why are you explaining yourself? That's a no-no, because they're just gonna keep on dogpiling on you.
There's a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. It should go without saying that no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things, and an agency causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political, it's basic human empathy.
Now, I thought that statement was perfectly fine. My issue with it is, she didn't have to make it. She was basically forced to come out and say her opinion. So did these freaks finally back off once Emaru made her opinion about ICE clear? No. Of course not.
Nazi response. TLDR, go f*** yourself in your PR apology. And there it is. Of fucking course she's another dumb cunt. Girl, we are not as dumb as you look. You're still a racist chud, but continue to enjoy the money you get from your incel audience because they're disgusting just like you. All I hear is I support Israel and my name is Emaru. Wait, what? Where the f*** did Israel come from? What? I don't like to talk about politics equals I'm a Nazi and I'm ashamed of my opinions. Everyone knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. Emaru, you are garbage Nazi-loving c***. You got orange around your mouth. Say F you, Asmongold. If you're neutral, you might as well say you're MAGA.
If you are neutral, you might as well say you're a MAGA. Oh, yeah. So, this is why you got a whole lot of men voting Democrat these days, right? Just keep on pushing us to the right. Just go ahead. Push it to the right, and at least the Republicans gonna welcome us. Push us all the way to the right, and you'll see. Oh man.
Stand for something, ho. That's what Trump wants, for everyone to be quiet about it. The idea of get off the internet is so f***ing ignorant, this dumb cunt needs to shut her f***ing mouth. Thank God her downfall is happening. I've been hating on her since day one and knew something was off about her.
Some of these guys, man. They're too into it. Okay. It's great that you have an opinion on politics, but sometimes just keep it to yourself. Dude, man. The way I look at this, like I said, man, Trump's end game is to be president for life. And the only way you can do that is by, what did I say? Martial law. Through martial law, he'll be like Putin. No doubt about it. But you guys keep on pushing for civil war. You guys in the left keeps on calling for heads and people to die and all that. Dude, man. If you had your way, believe me, Trump will be president for life. Protests and all of that, but do it properly. Don't go to another state and do what these are. I don't know, man. It's like going to another state to protest. I got mixed feelings on that also. It's not very good. You know, it's great that you add to the numbers. You make the crowd bigger. But it's not great when you put yourself as the headline, as martyrs, and you know you're from out of state and you drove all the way to another state to protest, not to kill people or be killed. You know, so if you're gonna protest, do it properly. Stay in your own state. You know, fight in your own state. Even the Indians, they appreciate you fighting for them, but they'd rather control the narrative their way, you know, because they're fighting for their land. But what do I know? You do you.
Not a good statement. She implicitly disavowed ICE, but not so much the actual Trump admin.
Yeah, you disavowed ICE, but what about the whole Trump administration? They're like literally the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I was like reading that book to my toddler the other day and I was like, oh my god, this is literally Twitter. You cannot give them an inch, dude.
Of course are incel fans swooping in to protect the poor little 28-year-old.
Ah yes, incels, known for defending women online. What? What the f does the word incel even mean anymore? Does it just mean man now? It just means man. Man I do not like.
I had no idea this was a thing until yesterday. How come no one told me Emaru low-key a femcel?
Femcel! Emaru's a femcel! Oh my Do people just not know what words mean anymore? How are they coming to these conclusions?
I mean, have you looked at her? I mean, look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her.
Yeah, sorry, I don't see it. I think you guys just might be mentally ill.
We need to do something about these male-centered women.
Okay, first of all, nothing is more male-centered than centering your life around hating men. Men just live rent-free in your fucking head. Take it up with God, go to therapy, do literally anything else than make it our problem.
Fuck her, and especially fuck her bestie Asmongold. I hope they get kirked. 30-year-old woman too scared to say fuck ice to keep her incel audience happy. Let's hope she gets abused again. Couldn't happen to a better person. Next time this cunt is assaulted, I'm gonna laugh and laugh. Fuck her and fuck ice and fuck you if you support this cunt. Emaru deserved what Miskiff did to her. Fuck Emaru for supporting ice.
Yeah, I know it looks like there's a lot of people putting these kind of comments. Let's say 1,000, right? Or more. More than 1,000 people. But you have to realize we have like millions here in the US. Millions. So they're probably just like what? 1%? Less than 1% of the US population that's putting this, and Twitter, I'd say not all of them are from the US. So, yeah.
Ice. I genuinely hope this bitch gets okay. I reported that one. Holy shit. What is wrong with these people?
See, you don't understand. I'm good guy, which makes it okay for me to say f***ed up things about bad guy. You think saying that to someone is f***ed up? Well, you should be abused too, because you're probably also bad guy. It's called being on the right side of history, Chud. Look it up.
Nazis deserve death, and silence is compliance.
May I just remind the audience that this is what she said.
If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Nazi that deserves death. What?
After making her terrible statement full of lies, Emaru decided to follow right-wing grifter
Full of lies. She didn't even say that she's... Oh, God, man. These people are completely unhinged. They are. They are.
SheOnHead. Of course Emaru is now following a fellow pathetic pick-me for being quiet about ice. They both don't want to piss off their 100% right-wing gooner fanbase.
For the record, my fan base is probably like 70% right-wing and 80% gooner. Okay, but for some reason, they didn't mind when I came out and harshly criticized ICE in my last video. Yeah, some disagreed, but for the most part, they didn't care. As long as you aren't preaching from an ivory tower with no nuance, rhyme, or reason, people don't care. I'll say some shit like, we should decommodify housing, and the right-wingers in my audience are just like, okay, commie mommy. These people cannot fathom a universe where people just disagree. Oh, you're just scared. You don't want to upset your chud audience. I upset my chud audience every goddamn day. You're the ones terrified of your own fucking cult. God forbid you only agree with 99% of the hive mind approved opinions. God have mercy on your soul. I do not envy you. Once you bend the knee to these people, once you apologize or capitulate, it's over. These people don't act.
Told ya. Even SheOnHead said, don't apologize. Don't apologize to these people. She didn't need to apologize.
Actually want an apology. They want to humiliate you. They want to drag you down. At the end of the day, they have found a socially acceptable way to bully people. That's what this is. A lot of people in response to Emaru's statement were like, why did you apologize to the mob? You know, you bent the knee, you're a coward. And honestly, people don't realize how insane it can get. These people, the cult of the CryBully, they come in swarms, they get in your head, they prey on your empathy, they isolate you from your friends, they make you feel like a terrible person for having milquetoast normal ass opinions, or in this case, no opinion. And when you are someone who is not used to dealing with these types of people, or you are someone in like a vulnerable state of mind, it is very easy for these cult-like tactics to work. This shit works especially well with women in particular, not to be sexist, but it's just true. Honestly, you know, now that I think about it, the only people who are immune to this are like autistic people. I swear to God, people on the spectrum are immune to the cry bully tactics. What happened is Emaru just saw like a shit ton of people who were mad at her, and she wanted to do the correct thing. Unfortunately, this is just gonna make it worse. And they're moving on to one of their favorite tactics.
The big question in everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold?
While it is appreciated that you are taking a stand and clarifying the clip, you do continue to be vague about
What? Oh, man. So, I got friends who vote, friend who doesn't vote, friends on the right, friends on the left. And I pissed some of my right-leaning friends when when Trump first came into office. I did piss them off. But they're still my friends. They're still around. They still drink with me. So, what? I guess there has to be. Asmongold leans right, definitely. But does that really has to do something with somebody's political opinion? Maybe. But to me, it's not a real thing because my experience, I got people who leans left, people who leans right, and people who doesn't really care about politics. I got a variety of friends that thinks that way. So I don't think Emeru only has friends that only leans on the right. Asmongold is famous, yes. Tectone, he's famous also. They got their own platforms, but I don't think they're her only friends. She probably has other friends that leans left. So I don't know. Is it really a big deal? Oh, well.
how deep your associations with Asmon are. So hopefully you've cut ties with that hate-mongering Nazi troll Asmon, right? Glad you made this and owned up to it, but you're still friends with Asmongold, so it doesn't read as earnest. Almost a decent explanation, but the elephant in the room is that your friendship with Asmongold is holding this back from seeming.
Oh, God. Like I said, these guys have like their own platforms. They all live in Texas. They're all streamers, so they've collaborated. And since they collaborated, they call themselves friends. But as soon as Tectone did something, they kind of like just left him alone, kind of thing. So I don't know. But yeah, this is just plain stupid, you know. she These are her streamer circle. It's not her actual circle of friends, is it? She probably have other friends.
Sincere. Okay, now what about your best friend Asmongold? Denounce Asmon or I'm not taking this seriously. You're friends with Assmold. Assmold?
I'm pretty sure she's still friends with Asmongold.
Now, whatever you think of Asmongold, he is friends with Emaru. They are friends, even though they disagree with each other. Crazy, right?
I literally said, like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, fucking shoot him on stream?
Yes, that is what they want you to do. Yes. Around 2018, I was facing nearly daily harassment for being friends with someone who was on the right. Hundreds of people were on my ass like every day. They were calling my job. They got emails of my family members. It was like non-stop. Now, this person was a good friend of mine, but in order to get all these people off my back, I did probably the cringiest thing ever, and I publicly disavowed her. Publicly disavowed a friend of mine over political differences.
That's a bad move. No. Yeah, that disavowing your friend even though she has a different political idea. Yeah, that really looks bad.
Now, for those of you who are new here, that sounds like something I would never do, but I did it. I bent the knee to a faceless mob of people who hate me. And in return, I received nothing. The harassment didn't stop, the hate didn't stop. Well, needless to say, karma is real, and the same thing happened to me years later. I was publicly disavowed by friends over political differences. This story ultimately does have a good ending. Me and my friend from 2018, we made up years ago, but looking back on all this in 2026 is extremely embarrassing. And if I knew what I knew now, I would have just told those people to go fuck themselves. But in the moment, it's incredibly stressful and you just kind of want it all to stop. And you will do whatever you can to make it stop. So I understand why Emaru came out and made a statement. I just really hope she doesn't wind up disavowing friends over political differences like I did. It was a huge mistake and it is not worth it, because you are going to find yourself surrounded by people who see you as a temporary ally and not a real friend. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a never apologize person. You should apologize if you actually do something wrong, if you actually wronged someone, but you shouldn't apologize to like a nebulous, faceless mob of people while facing down a barrel of a gun.
There is nothing that she could say and no amount of money she could donate that could convince me she's not a soulless ghoul like all the men she's happily surrounded herself with for years.
There is nothing you can ever do to please these people, so why bother? They will not be happy until you kill yourself, and even then they will dance on your grave. And I know, like, with everything going on right now, like, is this really a video about cancel culture in 2026? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. First of all, you should expect that. You clicked on a SheOnHead video. But second of all, yeah, I feel like this is kind of important to talk about. I feel like this type of thing is part of the reason we are where we are right now. This type of stuff drives people away from the left. And more importantly than that, it's just evil. I saw some leftists covering Emaru being canceled, and they were like, the cultural shift is here. Woke 2.0, we don't play around, we're mean now. Woke 2.0? Because Woke 1.0 worked out so well for you guys in the country, right? You're supposed to learn from your mistakes, not double down and get worse. I don't know how you can look at the last 10 years and be like, we have got to get more annoying. Like, what are you doing? Attacking normie streamers for not wanting to be involved in political discourse? Also, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm not smearing, like, the left as a whole, okay? This isn't fucking Fox News. This isn't the Nuxanor channel. I'm well aware there are plenty of left-wing people, especially in my audience, who feel the same way I do. I'm talking about a certain faction of the mostly online left. I was about to say it's like a loud minority, but I don't even think it's a minority anymore. I think it's like a majority. Like, I feel like I'm one of the only ones like holding down the fort. Like me and Anna Kasparian. And every day I'm called a right-wing grifter for being like, hey, maybe we can focus on the issues that like actually affect the working class, you know, things that actually help people, not stupid fucking shit like going after e-girl cosplay streamers. Like, can we just get back to the fact that we are all being ruled by satanic billionaire pedophiles who may or may not be eating children, please? Thank you.
Yep, follow the money. Follow the money. That's my conspiracy. Wherever the money's at, that's who's making the rules. Corporations, businesses, and all of that. Yes. Either you're a Democrat or Republican. They are controlled by corporations. Man. Come on.
Thank you. In In conclusion, Emeru did nothing wrong. People are tired of having politics shoved down their throat, and you don't need to speak about things you don't want to speak about. You don't have to do that. You don't have to say the line, actually. This is mass psychosis, rivaling on 2020. These people are trying to socially ostracize this woman for not putting like a black square on her Instagram. They're just mad at Emeru for not doing like the ice bucket challenge or some shit. Like that's basically what is happening here. If you are going to streamers for political information, you are cooked. If you are going to SheOnHead for political information, you are deep fried. So that was that little video. If you liked my yapping, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon down below. It really helps the channel out and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye!
Alrighty, guys, that's SheOnHead. She's one of us normies, or kind of normal people. Yeah, this is why people hates the left, and it says so right here on her title. Why people hates the left. All right, that's all for tonight. See ya.